What's up, everybody? This is the Politician Reacts show with Brian Burley reacting to the news and interviews and events of the day. This is Greg Gutfeld's assessment on Caitlyn Jenner running for governor of California. Let's give it a watch.
Could we see Kate running the Golden State? Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California, hoping to unseat Gavin Newsom, who is as unpopular as Gavin Newsom. Jenner, a Republican, has lived in California for over 50 years and considers herself fiscally conservative and socially liberal. No word if Democrats might nominate the Real Housewives of Orange County. Caitlyn said in a statement, for the past decade, we have seen the glimmer of the Golden State reduced by one-party rule that places politics over progress, damn straight, and special interests over people. I agree. Sacramento needs an honest leader with a clear vision. Hear, hear. Apparently, this announcement made Newsom so nervous he nearly dropped his shrimp fork at the French Laundry. The big question, will Jenner pull in the crucial ex-Olympian transgendered conservative reality show star voter demographic? One thing is for sure, Democrats will have to get very creative in trying to argue that voting for her is transphobic. Caitlyn's appeal could cross gender boundaries as easily as Caitlyn crossed gender boundaries. But here at Gutfeld, we are so excited, we've already come up with some bumper sticker slogans for her.
Should be
Jenner,
good.
better ideas and better hair. Jenner, a governor that can keep up with the Kardashians. Jenner, strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's okay to laugh about this stuff unless you're overly sensitive. Gutfeld's always
Jenner,
a pretty funny
She
guy.
already beat the communists once. She can do it again.
He
Jenner,
beat the communists.
Bet you haven't been on a Wheaties box, you wimpy liberal. Jenner, I'm all woman, and I can still kick any man's ass on the 440. Finally, Jenner, make the switch.
Ridiculous.
Morgan, I am so excited. I might quit my job and work for her, except I'm greedy, and I have a lifestyle that needs to be supported by vast wealth.
You would be a great press secretary. I think, like, I'm so excited about this. First of all, I think she's fabulous. I think she's great. This proves, by the way, that Republicans don't care about identity politics.
Well, no, it doesn't. I didn't mean to pause there, but it proves that candidates, and we talked about this in my podcast the other day with Phil from California Underground, that California Republicans have tried this identity politics approach, and that's largely why the parties ran into the ground. That and a lack of a central message. This does not help. There's no message behind the Jenner campaign, at least so far that I've seen, besides buy my merch. I have no stances on anything besides I don't like Newsom.
Yeah, no way.
I don't think that's good enough to win.
I also love that Rick Grinnell may run against her, the first openly gay cabinet member, so we can have...
That's my point. They bring up Rick Grinnell as if he's only, a gay individual. He has that part of his life, that's fine, but, he was ambassador, to Germany, and I don't know. I think not everything, and Fox News kind of has done this more lately, not everything's supposed to be looked at through your identity. Like, what do people stand for? Look at it in that perspective. This is just...
The first trans woman...
So obviously a lot of this is comedy, though.
Gay cabinet member running against each other in the Republican primary, like, take that.
There's no primary. Once again, there's no primary in the special election to recall Newsom. All the candidates are listed. If you split up the vote, and if a Democrat gets more than the Republicans, if you do recall Newsom, if you get 50% of the vote says yes to recall Newsom, Newsom's gone, and then you just have a list of candidates. There is no primary.
Here's the deal, Terry. People are going to focus on
But they don't even think about that.
But not her.
They should.
Wicked sense.
Fox News should know
I
this.
don't know if you've noticed
No,
that.
you told me that you actually.
But this is
know
a comedy show, so...
Well, we lived together for a while.
Yeah. Well, I
You know
was.
that I actually was her. I got her into the decathlon. I pulled some strings. I know people.
This explains a lot.
It's not a
Because
her
I
into the
wanna say something.
decathlon.
First of all,
Jenner was not a Jenner was not a female when it was Bruce Jenner that won the Olympic gold medals. He was not a man then, or whatever. I'm misspeaking. he was a man then. He's biologically a man now. People are saying she. That's why I'm saying Jenner, because people are just going to throw a fit either way. How dare you conform or how dare you not? Listen, Jenner's going through whatever Jenner's going through, and now Jenner's trying to run for governor.
Exclamation point thing. Listen, now it's all coming clear, because when we were close,
Yes.
he used to come over my place, and I knew he was coming because it's Goofy Greg, and he'd knock on the door, and sometimes he'd be naked or in an outfit. No, guys, this really, and I'd throw the door open, and we'd greet each other and go like this with jazz hands. Gutfeld! And it was like exclamation point. And so I feel like you've robbed this from us.
Yes.
And
This was supposed to be our thing.
this was kind of, it was kind of between us.
That's why I don't pay for
I feel
cable.
like and again, I'm happy for your success, but
It's funny,
I
but
can't say it didn't hurt.
I can't do this every night. I
Caitlyn,
couldn't watch
if
this kind
you
of
could
stuff
vote
every
for her,
night.
Would you vote for Caitlyn?
Yeah, sure. I would not vote for her just because she's Caitlyn. She's got a great platform. Go for it. It'd be hard to put into work in California, but hell yeah, go for it, man. Why
Yeah,
not?
that's the challenge.
That's the problem.
But
It's
it did Arnold
California.
Schwarzenegger, who was
It destroyed him.
Yeah, it destroyed
him, and he probably had a good
He
shot.
ended up
doing
sleeping with the maid.
Yeah, it got bad.
Yeah.
It had a baby.
Yes, that was the beautiful happy ending. Though.
Silver lining.
There's a silver lining to a lot of infidelity. You know,
It's not a good
I wonder
joke.
what
That's
YouTube did
awful.
in that box. Right. Could we do a reenactment of that?
What we did was get each other through the war.
yes.
Okay. And we'll
Janice,
just leave it at that.
so Janice, I grew up in
Some of these
California.
jokes
I
aren't
can't
as
vote there, but I would vote there. I would
good
vote
as other ones.
twice. No ID, right? What are your thoughts?
I wish she was running against Cuomo.
Oh.
How about that? How about that?
You know, he'd try to kiss her. He would try to kiss her in the debates.
Right.
Good to see you, Caitlyn. Let me kiss
Because
you.
it kisses everyone.
Yes.
It's an Italian thing, right?
Yeah. And you're racist if you deny it.
Right, or Fredo.
Yes.
Racist.
Yes.
I think it's great. I love that Joy Behar melted down today.
Oh.
All of Twitter melted down.
How could you tell with Joy, though?
Right. She kept calling him, he,
Really?
and then kind of apologized at the end. But
I'd
you
making
know,
that
if
same
she had done
mistake.
that,
I don't really feel that bad, but
she'd never do that with a Democrat.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
That would never happen.
It probably
Sensitive
bothers
these
her
days.
because it happens to
Or
her.
whatever.
She had the word whatever
That
in
was
her
it?
apology.
Oh.
The most
I don't
heartfelt of
really care, to
apologies
be
contain
honest.
the word whatever.
Kat, I'll bet you a steak dinner. I'll probably forget it by then. That she will win.
Look, because she's
I don't
running
know.
as an anti-lockdown candidate. A lot of people
Yes.
are pissed.
They all are.
That they were all locked down. Their businesses had to fail. Well, you know, Newsom's
all the
out there
candidates are
having
running as
fancy
anti-lockdown.
dinners
Yes.
because it was like his AIDS birthday. You know,
Yeah.
that occasion only comes once in a lifetime. Like, ridiculous. But people, sorry, no to the funeral to say goodbye to your loved one, but this I have to do. And there is a space for that right now. And I just think it really is great because, again, a lot of the arguments people use to sort of silence Republicans are this, that you're this bigot. She is not only transgender, she's also a lesbian. So, like, what are you gonna do there? And I think it's awesome. I love keeping up
I
with
don't
the
know enough about
Kardashians.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Kris Jenner was so mean.
Yes.
And I'm
yeah.
almost afraid to say that because I'm scared of Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
She has better hair than Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Jeez.
And she's an athlete. Athletes are never victims. They never.
Caitlyn Jenner was never an athlete. Let's be very clear about
Make
that.
jokes about her. She's like, oh, that's funny. Like,
Bruce
I
Jenner
thought
was an
she
athlete.
lesbian because that's what I identify as.
yeah.
So that'll be great.
Again, this explains everything. This explains everything.
Back to the Fox.
You just went right to it.
That's what I'm thinking about right now.
You know, this is an interesting topic. This assessment was obviously meant for comedic reasons, and, you know, you don't want to offend anybody. You try to go out of your way sometimes. I've been very, vocal about, like, how I think some of this is just crazy, and I maybe have offended some people, that feel differently, because I have people that don't agree with me on every issue. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. They're assuming that Caitlyn Jenner is going to win. I'm almost saying Caitlyn Jenner now because Mark Dice said it in the other video we had. It's Caitlyn Jenner. I don't think it's a given. We've been polling and seeing would people prefer Newsom over Jenner or vice versa? And a lot of people I don't think would vote. I think 20 to 40% wouldn't vote because they would just be, at least of right-leaning voters. So it's interesting to see how this is going to play out. I don't like looking at everything through identity politics. Fox News is doing that now. The Republican Party of Orange County, of California, the establishment has done that. That's why the Republican Party in California, in a lot of ways, that and the lack of a central message has really killed the conservative movement. And in a time where you need one, when all this craziness is happening with COVID, where there's the overreach, it's a shame. It really is. So we're trying to pick up the pieces. We're trying to put it together, aren't we all? We're all trying to do it. And we're going to work really hard to make sure that California is on a better track. And we put up the good fight, and that's all you can do. Thank you for watching my reaction to Greg Gutfeld's viewpoint on Caitlyn Jenner announcing she's running for announcing whatever. The Jenner campaign announcement. There we go. Please make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. And, I really appreciate all the support we're getting. So keep it up. Keep watching. Thank you, guys.